Good evening. 10 years ago, a crack commando unit was sent to prison by a military court for a crime they didn't commit. These women promptly escaped from a maximum security stockade to the Canadian underground. Today, still wanted by the government, they survive as soldiers of fortune. If you have a problem, if no one else can help, and if you can find them, maybe you can hire the Lady Arcaders. Hello, everyone. Great to be with you tonight. It's me, Happy Bear, and we have a fantastic showcase for you tonight. But maybe you're new here. Maybe you've never tuned into the Lady Arcaders channel before. So who are we? The Lady Arcaders are a group of female and women-identifying speedrunners who are passionate about video gaming, whether that's speedrunning or making fun gaming crafts or just playing through the games the way that we want to. That's who we are, and we're excited to be with you tonight. Now, because we are a community and volunteer effort, we would not be able to put on showcases without people offering and volunteering their time. We're excited to announce that there are applications for tech team and clip taker/editors. These are two separate roles, and both applications are still open, along with applications to perform on Attract mode, which is what you're watching right now, year-round. We also have Frost Fatales 2023 coming up, and there are so many arcaders volunteering and participating in the event. It is going to be an absolute blast. Hopefully you saw the crafting showcase that we did last Sunday. If you didn't, the VOD is still up. It was super enjoyable. We do have a lot of members participating in speedruns specifically for Frost Fatales, including Cell, who's performing tonight, performing the same run that they're going to do in a little bit. And that's happening February 26th through March 4th, benefiting a Malala Fund, which is an amazing nonprofit that works to help women and girls get the secondary education that they need to survive and thrive in today's world. So keep an eye on our socials, and you can follow us on our social media platforms. Keep an eye on our socials for details, and please come support both our ladies and an excellent cause. Well, people, we, as I said, have a great run tonight. I mentioned that Selcouthmind is going to be doing a Trifox any percent run for us tonight, and this game is wild. There are so many tricks and skips and glitches. You are not going to want to miss a single moment. And also, the world record holder for this game, Halfbeasty, is here as well to provide us with his electric commentary. Yes. He's a guy we do sometimes let the boys come to play with us here on Lady Arcaders. So, Halfbeasty, we appreciate you being here, and Cell, we are so pumped for your run, and I think we're ready for you, so take it away.
Hello, everyone. It is indeed I, Selcouthmind, and with me, I do indeed have the wonderful, fantastic Halfbeasty filling in last moment for comms for me. If you want to introduce yourself.
Hello everyone, my name is Halfbeasty, and as said, I am the world record holder for Trifox, and I'm here to help Selcouth with some much needed commentary, and maybe some helpful strats here and there.
Yeah, so if you've not seen Trifox before, it's a very cool game. Also very difficult, and there's also some fairly new skips, which I was practicing just before with mixed success, so let's hope that it goes a little bit better. But if you're not familiar with the game, it's a very, say I have to think about which slot to delete. This one, yes. It's a very, inspired by things like Crash Bandicoot, Jackson Daxter, Ratchet and Clank. Very classic platformer with some twin-stick shooter mixed into it. We'll see how this run goes. I ran this the other week at Multithon, and it was a rough run, so here's hoping it doesn't go quite so badly. But if tech is ready, time is going to start as soon as I select this save file. The time will start in 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
And good luck.
Oh, thank you.
So yeah, this is Trifox, a game developed by our Belgian friends from Glowfish Interactive. And as Sel already mentioned, it's very heavily inspired by all sorts of 90s PlayStation platformers, such as Crash Bandicoot. And in this game, we're playing as a fox who's just had his TV remote stolen by, well, a group of teens, I'd like to say. And of course, it's a Sunday morning. You can't have your TV remote stolen on a Sunday morning. So he's going after them.
Alright, there is the try part of Trifox. As you can see, there's 3 options there. I picked up the warrior ability, but there's also engineer, mage, and they all have different features, and we'll see bits from all of them.
Yeah, one big part about this game is that we have these 3 classes. We can only pick one movement ability, but from there we can mix and match whatever abilities from the 3 classes we want. But for the speedrun, we have a select few we use that are just very helpful to go fast, mostly. And of course, other than our starting movement ability and our starting attacking ability, we do need money to buy these abilities. And although we don't need much throughout the run, some of the money we need is right at the start, which is why Sel will already be collecting some gold in both the intro level and in a bit in the first actual level.
I can remember how to move. Oh. There we go. That's the intro done. We come here and we skip another cutscene, something the devs very kindly added for us. And we're gonna go straight into World 1. We're gonna buy some stuff after first level here. And if you think I'm going fast, just wait, it's gonna get even faster.
Yeah, the game starts off pretty tame. The game starts off really tame, and then after the first real level, we kind of start popping off, and it keeps just escalating from there, I guess.
Oh yeah, the most broken world is World 3.
Yeah.
Did I get it?
Ooh, you got it. Nice.
Ooh, I almost never get that skip.
Yeah, so what Cel just did, there's a small cutscene that happens to introduce the first enemy of the level to you. And that's like a 7 or 8 second cutscene. But if we land perfectly on a small ledge there, we can just kind of skip the cutscene trigger, which, well, saves that time, which is very nice. You can see Sel going out of her way, or out of their way, to get some coins here, to get more money.
Oh.
Because we do need 1250 coins total by the end of this stage. I think you got 720 from the intro, so you need 530 here.
Yeah, so I gotta get some coins in the next area.
Yes.
So I remember there's a new strat for this part of the level. I haven't learned that yet.
Yeah, the strat Sel is using right now is a strat we've been using for quite a while now, which is a very fast strat. But at some point we kind of, well, another runner kind of realized, you know what, we can just push the boxes around that you see over there on the left. And put those on the switches rather than this unreliable head and plank we've been using.
Woo!
Getting bullied by the enemies.
We're just gonna do a little bit of combat, because ow!
Yeah, this room, if you get it quickly, you never have to deal with the enemies. If you mess it up a bit, the enemies are just really, really nasty. because you do have to stand on those switches for a bit, and we kind of circumvent that by putting stuff upon the switches without standing on it ourselves. But yeah, if you're slightly off, it instantly gets messy. So grabbing the final money they need, and now attacking some of these nice enemies. Well, nice. We have to kill these enemies in order to unlock the exit of the level.
Boxer's not cooperating very much today. Come on. Oh!
Oh, yeah, you go. Nice.
That was a little close.
That's the first level done, and Sel will be buying some abilities next. As mentioned, we need 1250 coins at the end of this level to buy 2 abilities. The Engineer Movement ability, which is kind of a helicopter hover thingy, which we'll never actually be using. But we need to buy that in order to unlock the next ability, which is a Flame Turret ability. And the Flame Turret ability is the single ability that makes this entire game really, really broken. And you'll see why in a bit, because the reason we need it right now is because we can instantly use it in the next level to perform a pretty major skip.
This is where we proceed to just start breaking the game, and it does not stop.
Yeah.
Hey, clean through the arrows, that's nice.
So the reason flame turrets are broken is because they have physical hitboxes that we can stand on. And this is something we'll be using throughout the run a lot, because they have boxes we can stand on, we can use them to climb on stuff, like these pillars that we're not supposed to get on top of. And if we move it a bit further, we can place a turret on this wall here.
Oh, come on.
And yeah, you still got this. You've got time. So we place that turret on the wall there, get on top of that turret, and we can then jump over these rocks, and now we're out of bounds.
It's very slippery.
Yeah. It is very clearly not made to be walked upon. And the devs did a good job trying to protect everything from making sure this couldn't happen. But they just barely didn't do a good enough job, because using the turret here and a nicely placed jump to the right here, we should be able to just barely get on top of an invisible ceiling.
There we go. Okay, now not to fall down, because I don't want to do this again.
Yeah, you're true.
There we go.
And there we go. And now we're in the final room of the level. So normally this level has a bit of a T-split, where we have to go left first, do a very long button press. I think it's like we have to stand on top of a button for over a minute in order to open a room which has a switch so we can actually get here. But by climbing over the rocks, going out of bounds, we can just instantly go to this final room, where we have to play a bit of area defense against a whole lot of crabs. So by being in a certain position, we can kind of manipulate where the crabs spawn, and because we know where the crabs are coming from, we can just hug the wall, swing our hammer around and kill them as they spawn in. Now we have to do this a second time, except we also have some bigger crabs in this part.
Yeah. Spiky shooters. You can go here, we're gonna put one here. Oh, hello, there's 3 of you here. What an unusual surprise. I'm not gonna complain, like, that's very nice, but, like, that's unusual.
Yeah. There's 6 big crabs in total during this section. Most of the time you'll actually have to kill all of them by hand. Every now and then one of them actually walks into the turret. Most of the time they just kill the turrets from a distance, so... I think that's 6, right?
I think that was 6, yeah. The 3 together...
Yeah, that was 6, yeah. Again, we go here because this is where the exit of the level is gonna spawn. So the moment the last small crab dies, we can just instantly sort of move on. One big thing about this section of the level is, although we can sort of manipulate where the small crabs spawn, every now and then one of them just decides
There
to
we go.
wander off, and we have to wait for them a bit. So yeah, that's the second half done, and now yeah, the exit opens and we can walk right on, right? Right? Well, no.
No.
We still have to defeat Bob.
Everyone
Beat
say hi
Bob.
to Bob. Yes, that is the developer-given name for this.
Yes. So this is Bob. He's a very, very big and angry crab. So our main goal is, of course, to kill Bob as quickly as possible, so we can lose, but you got him. So we can finish the level, and we try to do that by placing turrets around him that can just kind of fry him. You know, fried crab. That's always tasty. And our main goal is to try and distract Bob as much as possible to prevent him from killing the turrets. Cell had a bit of issues there, but it worked out.
A little too much damage.
And that's the second level done, and we move on to the third level, one of the longer levels in the game, because this is one of the few levels that we haven't managed to break.
Yes, one of the
I already
devs was
mentioned.
saying the other day, the issue with this level to break it is there's a lot of different areas that are you're functionally teleported to them, so you can't really just jump between them because they're not actually close to each other.
Yeah. And it's also basically, we'll be headed into a bit of an underground section later on, and if you actually try to map it out in your head, the place where we drop down doesn't actually align with the place where that would be on the overground. And this is because it was very tough for them to design it in a way that it would align.
Oh,
Yeah, you're fine.
yeah. There's lots of health there. Woo!
Yep, a very generous health potion put there by the devs, just in case you get hit too often.
That is one thing I'll say about this game. The game is hard, but the devs were very generous. Oh, hey, kind of copied that. The devs were very
Nice.
generous, and
Yeah.
there's lots of health provided.
Yeah, so the devs were very smart in the way they let enemies drop stuff. Because the less health or mana you have, the higher the chances are the enemies will drop a health or mana potion, depending on whatever you need. This also comes into play a bit in the first two levels when we're trying to get money to buy those first two abilities. Having our health and mana at a decent level makes it so that bots and enemies drop money instead of health potions, and at that point we actually need money. So we do try to be a bit careful with that in the first two levels. But yeah, we're in the underground section now. We're locked in here, no way out, so we'll just have to try and find a way to escape. It's a bit of a puzzle normally, but we know where to go exactly, of course, so we have to go into two of these longer sections with buttons at the end to open up the door so we can go back up. This is mostly a very movement-heavy section.
Trying not to die to poison, because that's not fun.
Yeah. One big disadvantage of this poison as well is that it slows you down. You can't get into sprint mode anymore, so it is actually quite punishing if you do get hit by it, not just because you take damage.
Mm-hmm. Oh!
Oh,
Hello. That's a new one. Now we are off cycle, so this will be fun. Ooh, ow.
yeah. Ooh. So one thing about this entire area is the cycles don't actually start until you get near the platforms you're trying to get to. So if you get off cycle in one section, the next cycle will still be back on.
Oh, that is good to know.
Yeah, it only becomes an issue if you actually do something wrong in the section you're doing.
And don't fall down that pit, because I have done that once in a run, and that was
Yes.
game over.
mean, there's actually a gem down that one pit in the middle.
Ooh, hello.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a gem down that one pit in the middle, so you can just keep going, but it does lose you a bit of time. So we have this vertical sections. These elevators are very slow. Having to wait on the cycles is very slow, so we just use those turrets to climb up and skip some cycles there. That's one side done. So we get back to the main room. Now we have to, well, we watch a cutscene, and after that we have to place the skulls on the other pedestals so we can open the other door and go to the other side.
I think they realized we're still alive, so just gotta send some exploding barrels after us.
Yeah. Because, you know, why would they let us do our thing and open the door they're trying to get through, when they could also just try to kill us and be stuck behind that door forever?
I mean, the big bad guy doesn't seem like the most big-brained of them all. Look at his hat.
That is very fair.
Now, one of the areas I thought was the coolest in my casual run, because there are invisible enemies in this area, and I thought that was cool.
Yeah, it's honestly a shame. I think this is the only place where they're actually used.
Hmm.
Yeah, we kind of ignore the enemies. We just try to push on, to switch all the switches and get through this as quickly as possible.
I'm just a fox zooming. Ah, yes, the creature there with what looks like a hat that looks like a brain with like fluorescent tubes. That's the big bad guy. We'll see him again at the end of the game.
Yeah. I think we basically skipped most of the cutscenes that involve him.
I don't know. I never finished the game casually, and I also started skipping cutscenes very early in my casual play because I was practicing speedrunning. So
yeah,
I don't know the cutscenes very well.
It has been a while since I've seen a lot of them as well, because there's a lot. Nice, you got it.
Yeah.
So yeah, Cell went through that door, and it takes a bit for the camera to also pan over. But if you just time your dashes well, you can stand on that button before the camera pans over and save like a second or two.
I'm getting more
It's always very
consistent
nice
with
to get that. Yeah. So now we're escaping the underground, going back overground. But yeah, I do think the big bad guy does show up in a few more just cutscenes in between levels, but especially in World 3 we skip almost any cutscene there, so
Alright, let's see
you
if I
don't
can
really
get
see
through
that.
this strat.
Yeah. So we're back above ground. The enemies still want us very much dead, and so they send a lot of guys
Hello.
after us.
I mean,
And-
sure.
Okay.
Active
This
strat,
fight
let's go.
gets very chaotic because there are so many enemies, and we've been trying to find ways to do it quickly and consistently, and safely of course. And recently I came up with this strat, where we just kind of place some turrets on this wall here, and all the enemies just kind of flock together, go stand under the turrets and get blasted. Zero risk, and it's actually about as fast as just actually finding them. Maybe even faster.
I am going to fall in just a minute here, though, so I need to be prepared to fight back.
Yeah. But yeah, almost all the enemies died just from grouping up underneath the turrets. They can't actually reach the turrets, they can't reach you, so they can't really do anything, but they do try to chase you. So yeah, they just get fried and we can move on.
But did I mention that Beastie's basically the one who taught me this game? So, Beastie's done a lot of work for the game. It's done a lot of work for the community, so you should check him out. We'll do shoutouts at the end, but yes, you should check out Beastie.
Yeah. But yeah, that's level 3 done, and now we're moving on to the first boss. And all the bosses, well, the first 3 bosses in this game are modeled after the classes that Trifox can be, and this first boss is modeled after a warrior. Although the boss himself doesn't really start off by fighting, he starts off by just hiding on top of that tower, being like, "Hi, you can't reach me, and you can't kill me." And that's largely true, except, you know, his cronies are transporting some very, very explosive batteries. And when we kill one of his cronies and pick up the batteries, we can use those to destroy the tower. Just like that.
Also, fun fact, in my casual playthrough, I did not realize that was what you're supposed to do. And so I spent a good 30 minutes just trying to destroy the endless battery carriers as they came through.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sometimes... You're not the only one.
Yeah. It wasn't super clear what to do there. Oh, hell no! No.
Oh, yeah, that battery carrier got away, but don't worry, more will spawn. So ideally, when you get the boss down the first time to like half health, you want to also go a battery carrier at about the same time, so you already have batteries up for this phase.
Ooh, hello.
Ooh, oh, and the boxer just was like, "No, you can't get these batteries."
No batteries for you. Go away, boxer. Shoo, shoo. Yep.
No, we destroyed. Ooh, we almost destroyed this tower.
Oh, I'm dead.
Oh,
ow.
no. Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, here. Have some turrets to distract you.
Yeah. Oh, the other carrier is also dead, so you've got a lot of batteries here.
Oh, okay, come here. Ooh! Ow! Nope, that one exploded
no.
on me. So I gotta wait for another one. Here,
Yeah.
Have turrets. Distract yourself with turrets.
Alright, so now we've got to get down the boss. Another time, he's trying to fight back, but he's not really that strong. He dies really quickly. See, that's him gone. And now he just runs away, right? Well, I mean, it wouldn't be a game inspired by 90s platformers if it didn't have some battery acid drinking. And, you know, transforming into a mutant beast.
We do some of this to try and force a particular movement pattern here. Or, I guess,
yeah.
Make it do a certain thing.
Yeah, so if we start off this phase by just being near the boss, yeah, that's alright. You can...
Oh,
ooh, wow, that's a shame.
Okay. No,
that's not going to be the one cycle now.
No, it's a 2 cycle now.
But yeah, if we start off this phase by kind of hugging the boss, we can instantly force him into this Tasmanian Devil attack. And if we do that right at the start of the phase, it's always the exact same pattern. So we know how to dodge it, we know where to place turrets by the time he stops moving. And if we place our turrets well, we can just one-cycle him. Didn't get it quite get it this time, but that's fine. We get a bunch of money.
I got a one-cycle at Multithon, you know? I will take
that.
Because I almost never one-cycle it. Now it's shopping time.
Yes, it's our second and final shopping trip. Well, it's not the final time we'll see that room, but it is the final time we actually buy something. So we buy 3 abilities here. First off, the Mage Teleport, which will be coming very useful in World 3. The Mage Ball, I guess, which is a very high damaging move that will be useful for dispatching a lot of enemies. And we also bought the Gatling Gun, which is the highest single target DPS attack, and also just a very nice move since we can use it from range rather than having to get up close and personal with the enemies.
It's also nice for triggering the mage balls, because if you smack the mage ball with your hammer, you're going to take AoE damage along with everything in the vicinity. Great way to accidentally take yourself out.
Yes. So the reason the Mage Ball is so powerful is because once you shoot the ball, it'll instantly start damaging anything that is basically on top of it. And if you get it to explode by attacking it, it will do 50 damage to everything that's near it. And it will also spawn 8 smaller tracking mage balls, which do 10 damage each. And of course, if you can get that to explode on a bigger enemy and have everything hit the same enemy, that's a very, very megaton of damage. But the risk is, if you're near the mage ball when it explodes, it also hurts you. And as you just saw, the first mage ball already almost killed that big enemy.
As I've learned, don't stand too close to that when he explodes, because that will do damage.
Yeah. I have died to that in the past.
I almost died at Multicon to that. That was fun.
Yeah, now there's a bunch of enemies trying to stop us from putting this battery over here and opening this door. Well, activating this turret, actually. But we're just like, no, we're not dealing with any of you. We're just rushing through, opening this door, going down to the turret. And now we respawn here. We do a quick respawn once we enter the turret in order to try and despawn all of the enemies that were chasing us. As you just saw, not always all the enemies despawn, but most of the time all the enemies should despawn. And the most important reason we have to despawn those enemies is because they will keep following you from upstairs. And some of the enemies, if they do come downstairs and get near your turret, become unkillable. And so they will just slowly kill you. And since a quick restart at that point costs basically no time at all, why not just do the quick respawn and do that?
Consistency over a couple seconds, I'll take that.
Yeah.
Wee.
So we just defended our turret, we made sure it got undistracted, and now we're in this auto-scroller section where we just have to deal with a bunch of enemies. There are some splits on the track, along the track. The only split that really matters is the first one. Every other split is even, regardless of which way you go. And so it's all just preference on what route you like.
Or, you know, if you happen to accidentally hit the trigger. That's usually how I decide where I'm going.
Yeah. That's definitely happened to me as well. Also, one thing to note, Cell is using the mouse at this in this section, because this turret is kind of tough to aim. It's kind of janky in a way when you try to aim it with a controller. And using a mouse here really helps with the aiming. It's still not perfect because of the auto-targeting that got programmed by the devs. That sometimes just screws you up a bit, but it definitely helps a lot. Now we follow this path. We come to a dead end on the tracks and, well, we're about to fall off a cliff. Good thing there's a portal here to save us.
Yes, standing still during combat could lead to serious injuries. That is a very good tip. Thank you, game. Alright, now for 2-2. Let's see if I can get this skip, because...
That would be nice.
This skip
Yeah.
used to give me nightmares.
Yeah, 2-2 has the next major skip in the game. This once again is a level where we go out of bounds and just skip the entire level, and that's good because there's some very boring long sections here. So normally we'd have to activate the large machine in the middle of that room and stand there for like 1.5 minutes defending it from worms and whatnot. But instead we go to this area where there's a crystal chest. The crystals are collectibles in this game. We jump around and we're now out of bounds. Nice jumping, by the way.
Oh, that was weird. I fell off that turret.
That's fine. You can still get it.
No.
Yeah, you got it. So now we're out of bounds. We climb this wall. We jump around
Emergency
a bit.
turret down.
Yeah.
That's my backup strat.
Nice. So there's a bit of an invisible wall just sticking out from the wall we're trying to jump around.
Oh, I almost
That
quickly
makes that
started.
jump. Yeah. That makes that jump way harder than it seems. Because you're like, well, can't you just walk over? No, you can't, because there is a wall there and it's very weirdly and
No!
annoyingly shaped. Ooh.
You can get up from here. You just gotta place a turret.
Yeah, it's still savable.
I've spent many hours, and I do mean hours, on this exact spot, figuring out how to move.
Yeah, just remember my original strats for this were way more difficult. So.
Oh yeah, this area found had a lot of changes to it. Ooh! Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh,
no.
no! Well,
That's gonna be a respawn.
Yep.
They'll fell off, and because we're out of bounds, there's not actually a kill plane there, so you keep falling endlessly until you do a quick respawn yourself.
As Osborne likes to call Trifox when you fall down there, that is the Trifox who could fight a god and win, because he glows yellow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, okay. No, you only have 3 turrets available at a time. Just gonna quick restart, that was death.
Yeah. Yeah, you can only place 3 turrets. If you place a 4th turret, because you can place a 4th turret before the first turret dies of time, the turret will still die. The first turret you placed. It will self-destruct. Oh, you've got it, Phil.
Yes, the power of God in anime. Ooh!
Nice. Okay.
Okay, save that. Let's not fall into the glowing abyss this time.
Nice. Okay. We'll jump up there.
Oop.
So we go behind this rock a bit. We're kind of hard to see ourselves right now. It's a good thing we can see our shadow behind all those rocks. Now we climb up
in a weird position.
this section. Yeah. I think you can jump up here, right? Yeah.
Hey.
So we climb up that pillar. We go out of bounds again. We're up the invisible ceiling now. Have to be a bit careful there because there is a gap in the invisible ceiling somewhere around there. And falling down that gap would mean we have to start over again. And now we just follow these rocks to get once again to the final room of the level, which is a bit up north from here. Well, I say final room, the second to last room actually, because we can walk to the final room, but we can't actually finish the level without killing this enemy first. So again, we use 2 mage bombs. The enemy is largely dead already because of the 2 mage bombs. And these are some enemies with the most health in the game. And then 2 mage bombs and they're just basically gone. And the main reason yeah, this is our introduction to the shield guys. Shield guys, very annoying, can only attack them from behind. Or when they lift their shield. Yeah, the only reason we needed to kill that other enemy is because this shield guy doesn't spawn unless we kill that other enemy and open the door. So we kill him. Well, he kills himself actually.
Yeah. The big bad guy's minions, very almost Looney Tune-esque. They're not the most careful in their actions.
Yep. I think that's the good way to describe it. That's level 2 done. Which means it's time for by far the most difficult room in the entire game.
Oh yes.
It's 1.5 to 2 minutes of pure chaos. It's the coffee break room.
Yes.
And trust me.
Break room.
Yeah, trust me. I've tried getting coffee while doing the coffee break room. It's hard. It's actually tight. You know, you gotta run down the stairs, you gotta put on the coffee, you gotta make sure it all lands in the cup, and then you gotta run back up without spilling anything. All before the cutscene ends. Yeah, we start off the room by just killing these small enemies that spawn. I think they're all gone now. Then we use our turrets to climb up a bit.
Come on.
This one is very tight. The reason this one is super tight is because we're kind of too close to the other turret for it to spawn in or something.
Okay.
So it doesn't want to spawn in.
Oh, okay, that was a saw blade I almost landed on.
You can make it from there.
Oh,
yeah,
you can
okay.
stand on top of the... Okay, you stand on top of the loudspeakers. That's news.
Nice.
Okay. Nice. Okay.
But yeah, we climb up here, go to the control room, and now we just wait for this entire trash compactor scene to end. And this is why we call it the coffee break room, because we can just stand here and do nothing
Freaking
while
dance.
we wait for...
Whee.
Well, yeah.
So chat, how we doing?
How are you all enjoying the run so far?
If you have questions, this is the time to ask, because I have time to look at chat right now. Indeed, doing great. Awesome. Glad to hear it. Oh, hello. That's my cue. I almost missed my cue.
Oh, yeah.
Woo! All right. How many out-of-bounds sections are there in the game?
We go out of bounds, technically in 6 levels. If you include the mage boss.
Yeah, that's sort of like gray out-of-bounds.
Yeah. So yeah, we go out of bounds in 1-2, which is our first big skip, then 2-2, and then in every level in World 3, which you'll be seeing in a bit.
Yeah, we are almost to World 3, aren't we?
Yes, we are. We're getting there. But first we've got to create this level, and this level is, in the speedrun, the longest level in the game. Because once again, just like 1-3, it's a level that, for various reasons, is basically unbreakable. Or at least for the strats we're using. There are some theories about possible skips that would only work with a lot more money and a lot more difficult abilities.
New Game Plus?
New Game Plus, yeah. But as far as the speedrun goes, this is the longest level in the game right now. Yeah, we take the elevator down to the first underground floor. We have to wait on these enemies and kill them all. And Phil's gonna do a bit of a strategy here. We place the turret right in front of this door. And then when the enemy spawns after killing this boxer...
Come on, come on, come on, die. Thank you. Please die.
The mech walker that spawns in behind that door gets stuck on the turret and doesn't actually go through the door. And then he just self-destructs because he's out of bounds.
Oh. Okay, the cutscene started even with the little spiders live. Okay.
Yes, these spiders don't actually prevent the cutscene. Only in the final boss, I think. Or the third boss, I mean. Second boss. Second boss.
Engineers, yeah.
Yeah, on the engineer twins. Yeah, now we actually got through the door. The elevator is blocked from moving on. We need to destroy whatever is blocking the elevator from moving on. So we have to move through these hallways. Kill some enemies here. Go across, kill some enemies there.
Ooh!
This section
Ooh.
can get a bit hectic. Are you alive?
I am. Somehow.
You grabbed the health potion at the exact same time the barrel exploded. Otherwise you would have been dead there.
Yep. Oh, I am.
Oh, and now you're
right
still
there.
there. But that's fine. This doesn't cost too much time because you already got the checkpoint.
And you know what? Now I don't need to die and heal in the next room. So you know what? I'll take it.
Yeah, that's very fair. Yeah, right now we're moving through these rooms. We have to deactivate this device.
Grab it, grab it, grab it, grab it, grab it.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah. We have to deactivate this device, or well, rather destroy this device by activating all the switches. And destroying that makes the elevator active again. So now we just have to warp back. A very conveniently placed teleporter right back to the elevator here. And we go down to the next floor. And the next floor once again begins by battling some enemies that spawn from the doors. And so yeah, before we reach the floor, we place these turrets to deal with the enemies that come from that side. We use mage bombs to kill the enemies that come from the north side. And we'll also be blocking a mech walker again.
Yeah, this next section used to be a little bit easier before the devs fixed a bug. There's 2 boxers we're gonna see towards the end of this little descent. And one of them used to just not... It used to just get stuck on a door and not spawn. It was very nice for us. But you know, the devs had to fix that.
Yeah, which is fair. There is still a way to block one or maybe both of the boxers from going through, but it's very tough. I think Whis actually does that in the run he posted on the leaderboards.
Whis does some very interesting stuff.
Yeah. So Whis is another runner who basically found most of the out-of-bounds stuff, together with someone who's helped us find a lot of strats with Bam Bam, yeah. And he largely didn't do runs or didn't join in on runs, other than just doing his own thing. Until recently, when he suddenly came out and posted the run with some new strats as well that we've implemented into the run.
Oh, I'm gonna.
So yeah, now we're. Oh yeah, that's fine. So now we're on the second floor, and once again we have to move through these sections to get to the end and deactivate another device. Doing very well here. Ooh, mate cycle, nice.
I'm probably gonna die here, but oh, let's see.
Yeah, just be a bit safe. Never mind. Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna say the exploding barrel's probably gonna take me out.
Yeah, those barrels are very annoyingly placed. They get me a lot as well.
I think we get most of the runners, honestly.
Yeah.
Come on.
Okay, so once again we have to activate these switches, destroy the device. Okay, good. Now let's just stay alive until the cutscene happens.
Ooh. Oh, favorite ability. That's a good one. Mage Teleport, which we're gonna see as soon as I enter World 3. Honestly, I quite like Mage Teleport.
Yeah. I would suggest respawning after the game saves here. Should activate the checkpoint here somewhere, because you have like 0 health.
Yeah, I'm just waiting to see. I'm waiting for the checkpoint symbol. Is it going
I don't
to?
actually know where it activates here. I know it activates once the elevator reaches the bottom or something, but...
Well, it started shooting at me. We're just gonna go for it.
Yeah, fair. So normally, while the elevator is going down, we can already jump down towards those enemies and start that fight before the elevator is all the way down. Which at full health is a fine idea. If you're on a quarter health like Thel was just now, it's gonna be very rough to do that.
There we go. Got some more health. Let's go. I'm out of mana, but I have health.
That was a very good example of the game being generous with health potions once you get on low health.
Now, I've never fought the mech walker over here before, so this is going to be interesting. This is the first time.
I think she should be fine. He should be close to that already. Oh. Yeah, we kill all these enemies. After we kill all these enemies, 2 health potions will drop in, and 2 boxers will drop in. That we also, or no, not boxers, shield guys will drop in.
Ah, yes, the shield guys.
Nice.
Health. Quick, get the health,
Yeah.
Alright. You get to be the fire one, and you are going to be the mage palm one. Get around behind you. Oh, no, you're just not going to cooperate, are you?
Yeah, sometimes these guys are just like, nope. They have big shields, why would they cooperate?
This is true, this is true. Not gonna lie, I think the AI and I are both really confused as to how I am still alive.
You're doing very well.
Ooh, hello.
Oh.
Oh, woo! Hello!
Oh, wow.
That's a new spot. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Careful.
Okay. Let's play this
This
very
place is
safe.
turret. Yeah.
Have a turret.
Watch out for that guy. Yeah.
You're gonna die to the
Nice.
turret, probably.
Yeah. So once those guys are close to that, if you have some turrets that can kill them, you can just kind of move to where the exit's going to be.
Wait,
And
where
already
are
be
you?
there by the time it spawns in. Oh, wow, okay.
You're just lost. Come here, come here. Come on, come to the turret.
That was a very good example of just AI confusion, which sometimes happens. Every now and then the enemies just kind of like to do their own thing and wander off.
Oh, that was a beautiful moment.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is not a spot where I've seen it before. There are two main spots where it can be very costly time-wise if that happens. Which is, yeah, the crab fight in 1-3 if one of the small crabs decide to wander off, or in the ending fight of 3-1, where vision is blocked by a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright.
Cell did very well to get through that, and now we're on the second boss, which is the Engineer Twin.
Alright, here's hoping I can execute the strats nicely this time.
Yeah. So, these twins have 3 phases, getting progressively more difficult, each with 2 sub-phases. The first sub-phase is always you have to kill mech walkers. 1 in phase 1, 2 in phase 2, and 3 in phase 3. Once you kill them, and all of the tiny spider bombs it can spawn, they're like, wait a second, that's not supposed to happen. We destroy everything on this platform. And they kind of just try to keep you away from them.
Ooh,
But we... Nice. Yeah, you got it. But yeah, we rush towards them, destroy the walls blocking the switch, flip the switch, and then we just electrify them. And so now, second phase. As you can see, 2 mech walkers spawn this time rather than 1. Just as in phase 1, we try to chase them and kill them. Mage bombs are very strong against them. You can also try to get an exploding barrel to explode near them.
Come on.
And then once again, they destroy everything on their platform. And this time, rather than just letting you walk towards the middle, they try to spawn some walls to block you from going towards the middle. But if we're quick, we're just kind of like, wait, there's walls here? Oh, well, Cell didn't quite get it there, but we still have the third phase, so.
Let's save
But yeah,
and go this way.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh,
Yeah, if
it's
you're
not
really quick,
amazing.
should be fine if you're safe. Yeah, just wait out the cycle, it's fine. So you can take all the time you want in this section. Because there's no enemy spawning and there's nothing killing you except the electrified blowers, so. Yeah, then third
Oh,
phase,
there's
we
one
have
here.
3 mech walkers. Nice.
And the
Yeah,
game
these
very
mech
generously gives you
walkers.
health.
Yeah, again. Like, in between phases, the game is like, here, have full health. We'll help you a bit. These mech walkers do always drop in at the exact same spot, so once you learn where they are, you can kind of pre-place turrets and pre-shoot a mage ball to get them down quickly. So 3 mech walkers. 3 mech walkers are just annoying enough that you run out of mana while trying to kill them, so it takes a bit longer.
It's a bit dangerous close to the edge of this platform.
Which could be good if they walk off, but
I don't think they can.
they can, it just
Oh, they
only
can.
very rarely happens. Yeah, it's very rare. But again, they destroy everything on the platform. They're gonna pull up some walls again. Let's see if we can actually get through to this time. And yeah, as Cell just showed.
That was very boosted. That felt very weird.
Yeah. You were sort of stuck inside the wall as you dashed forward, and then just gives you that massive boost. But yeah, as Cell just showed, if we're quick enough with dashing through the walls that spawn in, walls don't instantly have a hitbox. It takes like a second. So you can just, if you're quick, move through the walls, completely ignore them, pretend like they don't exist. And that's the second boss done. And this is where we say goodbye to our faithful warrior dash and swap it out for the mage teleport. Because up until recently, Yeah, we used to do this always, and up until recently, we only did this for the first level in World 3. But then we came out with some new strats, and now we use it for the rest of the game.
Yep, and I'm still getting used to it, so be prepared for a slightly chaotic World 3. Because unlike with the Warrior Dash, which you have unlimited as long as you have enough mana for it, and it uses very little mana, so it's practically unlimited. The Mage Teleport has 3 charges, and it takes a bit of time to sort of regain a charge. You gotta kind of be wise with your movement.
Yeah, and one big thing about the Mage Teleport is it's liked to lock on to wherever you can stand, basically. But every now and then it doesn't quite want to do that, or it kind of locks on to the wrong thing. And then you just suddenly find yourself falling into an abyss rather than standing on the platform you wanted to go to.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we're about to come up to the reason we use the Mage Teleport for this level. And it's this skip here. So using the Mage Teleport, we can use one turret to climb up and then teleport up to these invisible ceilings. There are no other ways to reach this part of the level or this out of bounds section. As far as we know, we've tried with basically any ability we could think of, but the turrets don't go higher and the Mage Teleport is the only thing that goes high enough to actually get up there. Nice. So we follow this invisible ceiling. There is a bit of a gap where Cell jumped over just now. And then we move here, which is the final room of this game and the single hardest combat section, in my opinion.
Oh! Yebs, why did you not put checkpoints in this fight?
Yes. So, this is a very chaotic combat section with a lot of enemies in an area that is kind of annoying to navigate. There's a lot of walls, a lot of things where the camera doesn't quite work the way you want it to. And you have enemies hiding behind stuff, hiding on top of stuff. It just gets hectic. And the big downside of this section is there is no checkpoint in this entire final section. So even if you die on the final enemy, the final hit, you have to redo the entire fight, which is like close to a 2-minute time loss.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah. So the main thing we try to do in this section is, well, of course we try to kill it quickly, and I have been slowly coming up with strats to be more consistent with that. But the main thing is we try to be safe and just not die. So now we're at the half point section, which tells us we did manage to kill all the starting enemies. And we know that because of the helicopters flying over and dropping exploding barrels on top of us. Now we get to the second half of the fight, which is the hard part.
Ah, here you are. Alright, excuse me while I just put some turrets down on top of you all.
Yeah. So, yeah, we come to the second half of the fight. We have
Woo!
2 rockets.
Woo! 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 Woo!
Health potion over there. Yeah, nice. But yeah, in
almost
this
did notice
section,
that.
2 rocket launcher guys and 2 boxers spawn in. Along with some smaller enemies. And they kind of just really like to ruin your day. Because the thing is, we're kind of used at this point to not having too many great abilities and using our turrets to distract enemies. It doesn't work when there's this many enemies that can basically just kill turrets within like a second.
That should be almost done.
I think you got them all.
Yep, there we
Yeah,
go.
screen shake. So once you kill both boxers and both RPG guys, there's a bit of a screen shake to indicate that all 4 of them are dead.
Can I come over here and make use of this? Ah, no, they moved. Okay.
But yeah, that indicates they are dead. There might be a smaller enemy still walking around before the shield guy spawns in, but yeah. The stage ends with these 2 shield guys, along with a lot of spider bombs crawling around.
There you go. There's one. What's the other one? Oh, you're down there.
He's
Gotcha.
down south, yeah.
Okay.
But that's
One's almost
good.
dead,
You
though,
got the
which
first
is-
one down now, yeah.
Nice, I'll take it.
Yeah, we have all these spider bots crawling around as well to make it a bit more difficult on us. And as you saw Cell do a bit earlier, they used a saw blade that's on those rail tracks. if you manage to hit enemies with them, they take a lot of damage from that. There's also spots where you can drop in some exploding barrels on top of the enemies to help kill them. If you can get them in the right spot and actually get those things to hit them, you can speed up the fight a bit, but it's still a very just tough and chaotic fight. Very well done, though.
Yeah,
That's actually a very good pace.
That was pretty decent.
Yeah. No, that's actually a really good pace so far, so...
All right, and
now we come up to...
Now for 3-2, where if I fail anything before phase 3 of the final fight, I get sent right back where I am right now.
Yep. Because of the route we take and because of how much we go out of bounds, we don't actually pick up any checkpoints until the final phase of the final room. And so we start by doing this, some teleports. We go through a door we're not supposed to go through, then we teleport across those rocks. We get on top of this light, teleport up, now we're out of bounds. This is a very small skip. Purely on movement, it doesn't save anything, but it skips a small cutscene. And still jump right into the water. Whoops.
That's the one place where you can fall and be fine in this game. You can fall into water and it will sometimes send you back.
Yeah.
Rather than all the way to the start. I know this because I may or may not have used that feature a few times while learning. That was...
Oh.
Almost. See if you'll give me health. No? Okay.
Nope.
I will do this normally then.
Yeah. So this is one of the levels that really changed because of the new strats we found with Mage Teleport. We used to swap back to the Warrior Dash and use that for the rest of the game. But because Mage Teleport is now faster basically everywhere except for this level, and swapping also takes time, it kind of makes sense to just keep Mage Teleport here because it doesn't lose you enough time to not use it.
Ooh! I am back here. Yeah. I've never been back here before.
Aim for...
Yeah, I would need to just get the boxer off me. Okay.
Okay, that's fine. Aim towards the bottom left, I guess, so you can get on top of that crane thing. Oh, yeah, this is fine. Ooh. Right? Oh. Yeah, we try to get on top of the track here, the cable car. Ooh. So we can jump from there and go out of bounds again. That's some health, nice.
Break for some health. It's very, very important that I do not actually land on the car. There we go. If I land on the car, it will trigger a cutscene and a checkpoint and take me to an entirely different part of the level that I don't want to go to.
Yeah. And at that point, it's faster to just reset the level and try again. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we go out of bounds again. We come up to a section where we have a fixed camera position onto the room below. And so we can't really see ourselves. If we go up far enough, by double jumping we can kind of get the camera to zoom out and watch us. Yes, very well done. And now we teleport onto there, and we keep moving out of bounds. And we're skipping very large chunks of the level, because this level kind of zigzags throughout the world, normally speaking, and we just go in basically a straight line. Go across this gap, and fall down there. And what just happened was, the cutscene trigger for this room is larger than the room itself, and expands slightly out of the room. So by dropping down into the abyss in the right position, we hit the cutscene trigger, just barely, but we do hit it. And after hitting the cutscene trigger, we get teleported into the room.
Yep.
The only sad part about that is it doesn't actually activate a checkpoint, so we're still without a checkpoint at this stage. So if Cell dies right now, before destroying the crystal a second time and activating another cutscene, they get sent back to the start of the level.
Of the entire level, it's rough. It'd be rough. Come on.
Yeah, you've got it. Nice. And so now this actually activates the checkpoints. And what we do now is we quick respawn, watch this cutscene again in order to get rid of all the enemies that have spawned in so far. Because there's like half a dozen, if not more, enemies that spawned in while doing that. And those enemies will keep haunting you during this phase if you don't make them despawn. And at that point the phase becomes very slow and very, very annoying. Yeah, we go around, we kill these 5 crystals.
Ooh!
Oh,
Ooh, I do
careful.
not like my health.
Yeah,
That's not good.
that's a bit scary.
Ooh, that's very scary.
Yeah, try to look for some health somewhere.
Oh, hello. I died. Got
Oh,
shot.
and that's an exploding barrel. That's okay. At least we got the checkpoint now, so we can just redo it.
The checkpoint helps so much.
Yeah.
Got the turret, keeps some of those little crystal things from chasing me too much. Okay, this is much better. This is a much more desirable health situation.
So we kill the crystals, the shield on the centaur crystal is down. We kill that wizard over there because otherwise he'd constantly keep healing the crystal, which makes this very slow. And then the mage boss is kind of like, I'm out of here, see ya!
Yes, we never actually kill the mage at any point.
Yeah.
We're gonna go
So now these two miniguns spawn in, and this is a very annoying section because they do a ton of damage. Like an actual ton of damage. So we have to be very careful here not to get hit too often. Because,
Aim. Health. Where is health? Oh my goodness.
jump over it. Yeah, nice. Jump over that. Oh god.
No. Come on.
Yeah, as you can see, this is very scary, especially if you're not getting lucky with your health drops.
Where is the health? Oh my goodness. No, why is there no health? And I died. I got hit by, I think, the gene. Okay.
Oh,
Why did none of those spawn health? That's
yeah. That was very unlucky.
Ah.
Yeah, those minigunners are just, especially when they're in a pair like that, are just very annoying because those bullets do 15 damage each. You don't have iframes in this game, so if you get hit by like 5 bullets at the same time, you're basically dead.
Come on.
Yeah, that's wizard gone.
Okay, that's you done. Don't give me any help? No? Okay. Alright, well.
They're really not playing nice today.
Ooh, no.
Oh, there's some health there.
There we go. Yeah, that's why I went. I'm gonna grab it before they drop in, because this is gonna get real spicy. Real fast. Oh, look at that. Ooh, hello. Oh,
Nice.
thank you, game.
Very nice.
You have been blessed by the RNG.
Yeah, another big downside of these minigunners is, we already saw it a bit, but they basically just instantly destroy all your turrets if they start shooting at it.
Oh, that's mana, not health. Well, here, we're gonna go grab it.
Nice.
The bullet, you can stand behind things to get help or to avoid taking damage. I have learned this.
Yeah.
Oh, hello. Including your own turrets, they will block damage.
Yeah, but they also die very fast, so
Yes, so...
it's not the safest strat.
But it is a possible strat if you absolutely need to. Ooh, hello. That didn't... Help, 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 help. Aim.
Nice. There's another potion over there. Oh, they're almost done.
Oh!
Yeah, you got him. Nice. It is a very scary section. If you're trying to do it fast, especially, it's just so easy to try to do it a bit too fast and just, yeah, get blasted. But that's level 3-2 down, and that's brings us to level 3-3, which is the level that saw the most different strategies over the lifespan of the game, and is also the most broken level of the game.
Yeah, for context, this game released in mid-October, so it's still a really new game. So this level's seen a lot of changes.
Yeah, and if you do this level the completely intended way, it's like 11 or 12 minutes long, roughly, if you do it speedy enough. The way we do it, we can do it in just about a minute.
Nice
So we start off
throw.
this level by collecting these skulls and putting them into their spot to open the door towards the central room. And this is the normal part of the level. After this we just kind of go to the end and skip the entire level. So what's normally supposed to happen is we're supposed to go around 4 different corners of the level. Do 4 trials, basically. That's too far away. Oh well.
I'm experimenting with that being a strat.
Yeah. It is a strat, but it's tough. But yeah, normally we're supposed to do 4 trials. Each of those trials have one of those crystals we just destroyed, and once you get all 6 of those crystals down, you can go towards the end of the stage. Well, kill some enemies and go towards the end of the stage. What we do is a bit different. We only open the first door by destroying the first 2 crystals. And we once again show how broken turrets are, although this is rough. This is a rough spot.
I'm in a safe spot though, they can't get me, so I'm just gonna stand here.
Yeah, it is a nice spot.
I'm just gonna wait I have to wait for a turret to despawn. Which, because they're sort of out of bounds, they'll despawn faster.
Yeah.
Which is nice, so then I will take damage standing here, but that's fine.
Yeah, we're supposed to go around, do all the trials, open all the doors, and go through. But the end of the stage is basically just right behind the main room. So, with the mage teleport, we can just go through the first door, climb up the turret, teleport out of bounds, and just go towards the end of the level. And for some reason, the devs didn't think to guard that level exit by having it put behind. Yeah, they didn't think to guard that level exit by having it put behind enemy kills or something. No, that exit is just there when we get there, regardless of what we do. So
It's very nice. Yeah, the devs are good sport about that level because we've broken it so many different ways. I remember I panicked the one time when I was experimenting, and I did what was intended casually, noting I have never, from 3.2 onwards, I've actually never finished the game casually. I've only ever done speed strats for it. So I didn't know it was how you're supposed to do it, and I proceeded to file a very panicked bug report of, oh my goodness, devs, your game is very, very broken. And they were just like, wait, what? That's what you're supposed to do. Oh, that didn't work.
oh, that's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
that's
they're good sports.
yeah. Like if you actually go outside of the level, like actually properly out of bounds, that level is super well guarded. Really, it's almost impossible to get back in bounds from out of bounds sections, and to actually do proper skips with that. There are some ways, but it's really tough. Nothing quite as broken as this. The way we do it, they just didn't think that to be in. Ooh, that's a shame. But yeah, they just didn't think of that as an option, and so yeah. Anyways, we're on the mage boss now. The first phase is already over. The first phase is literally just killing 2 small crystals and hitting the boss a few times. The second phase, normally we have to dodge a few attacks before the boss is like, okay, I'm gonna put the crystals down and you can destroy them. But instead we use the mage teleport to go up on the pillars and quickly destroy the crystals. And then the third phase again. Normally, for each of the 4 crystals in this phase, we'd have to wait out an entire attacking phase.
That's too
But
slow, though.
we can just... Yeah, we can... Rather than waiting for all those attacks, we can just climb up here. And get up close and personal with these crystals while they're still up here. And by putting turrets in the right spot, the turrets will kill the crystals for us while we move on to the next crystal. And yeah, each of these attacking phases before actually getting to a crystal is somewhere between 30 and 45 seconds each. And right now, Cell is going around destroying all these crystals in probably less than a minute, rather than having to wait a total of like 2.5 to 3 minutes for all of them to come down and be destroyed. And that is the mage boss done. And yeah, well, once again, we do.
Wait, does that mean we're at the final level?
We're going to the final level, yeah.
Okay, that was very good. That might be the fastest I've ever done that mage boss.
That was a good fight, yeah. Yeah, we're now going to the final level. And definitely the most fun level in
also
the
the
game.
most stressful level.
Yes.
You want to talk about hard final bosses? This game has a very hard final boss.
Yeah. So the level starts off with this very nasty section filled with enemies, all very strong enemies, a lot of them, not too much space to move around. Luckily enough, we can just largely ignore them. The only enemy we have to kill is this minigunner. Because this minigunner, well, their guns are powered by batteries, and we need that battery to open the door. You can already see, the moment you take even slightly too long to kill that minigunner, an entire parade of enemies comes raining down on you.
Come on, die. Are you not? How are you not dead? Oh, I'm dead.
Aw. You had like 1 health, I think. Aw. It's alright. You can try again. Luckily enough, the respawn isn't too massive here.
There we go. That was better. That was better. That was better. That was better.
That was very clean. That was very clean.
That's how you're supposed to do it.
Yeah. So we grab this battery, open this door, and we get into this, well, we call it the hamster ball.
Hamster ball, hamster ball. Final level hopefully won't... Hopefully I'll have better luck than multi-thon.
Yeah.
We'll get maybe like 5 minutes. Hopefully. Final boss cooperates.
Yeah. Yeah, before the final boss we have this final bit of section, the hamster ball section. The most fun and relaxing section in the entire game. We just kind of roll out around in this hamster ball and we're invincible. So... this is just the dev's way of saying, okay, take a moment to breathe, relax, because you're about to get seriously messed up.
You're coming. Coming for you. We get our TV remote back.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a weird spot to get stuck. No spin dash, unfortunately.
Would be nice, but nope. I think we're more comparable to Samus in Morph Ball form than to Sonic.
Oh, hello. Don't mind me just falling off. Wee. Ooh, that was risky.
It's alright, you've got this.
Alright, and we're almost to the final boss part.
Yep. We're nearing the end of the hamster ball section, we're getting to the final boss, and
a little skip there that I discovered is you can jump half of a cutscene by quickly starting.
yeah, saves about 2 seconds. we start this fight off by doing a little manipulation by dropping down here. By doing that, we get the boss to cancel his first attack, which is a very long, slow spinning attack, which is very annoying to dodge and during which we can very barely do any damage. So yeah, we drop down to cancel that attack so we can just start shooting these arms. So we have to go around the stage, killing all these arms. Watch out for that exploding barrel over there, right next to you.
Ooh.
That one. That one, yep.
Yeah, a little late on that, that's okay.
That's alright.
The game gave me
Yeah,
help.
we destroy all the arms. If you do it really quickly, the boss never moves. If you're slightly slow, sadly he does move and it can get a bit annoying, but usually you should be fine. That's all the arms done, and that's phase 1 done.
Alright.
Oh, we're not quite there yet.
Also, my
Now we're coming up to phase 2.
My headphones just notified me that they're running low on battery, so we shall see if I can beat the final boss before my headphones die.
Now we actually have a time limit. Oof.
Who will win, Cell's headphones or the boss? Ooh.
Yeah, second phase, once again we have to destroy 4 arms. This time they start by shooting lasers. The boss also starts by spawning in a rocket launcher enemy, which we just place some turrets to deal with. Yeah, the boss has a variety of attacks. If you're really quick, you only ever see like 2 of them. But that is very tight, that's very tough, so you'll usually see a few more. But for most attacks, if we stand kind of where Cell is now, nothing can really hit us.
Ooh.
Ooh, careful.
Well, that was a decision. Come on, come on, come on.
Oh, yeah, you got it. Nice.
No!
Oh,
Oh!
it's fine, fine. Just don't get hit by anything now. You got it.
Ah! Oh!
Oh, it counts?
Okay. No!
Oh, it didn't count. Oh.
That, wait,
Oh,
it
that's a
triggered.
shame.
Wait, we gotta clip that and send that to the devs because that triggered.
Yeah. You got hit like at the exact same time you destroyed the final arm, I think. Or the platform it's on. Oh, that's a shame.
Oh. Well, I
That
hope you
was
guys want to see
so
this
good,
boss
though.
again because this is Oh, give me health, thank you.
Yeah. So one thing to note about this boss, it is a very chaotic boss, it is a very difficult boss. But the devs did program it so that the small enemies that are around...
What is it doing? That's not what...
I have never seen this
Wait.
attack before.
Wait. I mean, I've seen this attack because the first time I ever ran this, it took me 45 minutes to complete the boss. It's like I've seen this before, but like, what is this attack? This is not the pattern. Hopefully I can actually finish the game and I haven't broken it.
No, it should be fine. They did fix it. It
What
used to be a bug.
What is this? This is... Whoa. Okay.
Boss is
Hi.
pulling out some interesting patterns.
The boss is just showing off, you know?
Yeah. Just trying to show us all of the content. But yeah, there used to be a bug where if you died right when the ending cutscene started, like you just did, you couldn't actually complete the game anymore. They did fix that.
Oh no, I died. Okay.
Oh no. Yeah, Cell was just now frantically looking for some help by killing one of the smaller enemies, and the devs were actually nice enough to realize this boss was very difficult. And so they made it so that all of the smaller enemies you encounter during this boss fight have a 100% chance of dropping health potions. So if you're ever low on health, and if you can safely fight one of the enemies, just kill one of them, get a health potion. And go back to your arm killing ways.
Woo!
Okay, that's good. Oh, careful.
Ah.
Get. Oh.
Oh. Well, I thought we were in PB territory. No, definitely not at this point, but... Also not the worst run I've ever done. Oh, hello. I am just gonna be dead, I think. Ow. Don't stand in laser beams, kid. Life pro advice.
Yeah, that's usually a good idea.
Trifox, a game that teaches you many lessons, including don't stand in laser beams and don't drink battery acid. I am standing right on a ledge. That is...
Yeah,
I have
that's
like
scary.
10 HP. Ooh. I'm gonna fall. I'm dead.
Oh no!
Wait, what?
Aw.
I was so confused about what to do there.
Yeah, it took a second there. But as you can see, this boss is just very hectic, chaotic.
Oh, wow.
It can go bad real quickly.
Oh yes, the other moral it teaches is don't steal people's TV remotes. That's very rude.
Yeah. Especially on a Sunday morning, or else they'll go on a genocidal rampage in order to get it back.
I have more health this time, I say as I proceed to immediately stand in multiple lasers.
You should be fine.
No!
No! The teleport didn't take. Oh.
Oh. Okay.
Very clean start. Nice.
Alright. What is this? 5th time's the charm?
I think so.
Come back here. Come back to these. Come die to these. I'm not one of you two. Okay. Take that.
Okay, that's good.
Ooh. No! Boxer! How dare you?
You're still alive. You're still alive.
Still alive. I don't know how. That was something. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get pushed off.
Oh,
Yeah.
aw.
I was trying to go around to the other side because I knew there was health over there.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, you can now see why, when I was first learning this run, I paused my timer and wept for 15 minutes in the middle of my first attempt of it. Because it's hard.
Yeah. This boss, the first time, is just very much a chore. I have many runs died to this boss.
It's kind of weird doing it with Mage Teleport too. Like, that's still so new.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
No,
We used to just.
Don't die. Don't die. Don't you push me off, you.
Aww. Okay, come on, Phil, you've got this.
Oh, wow. I'm nearly dead already. This is not great. I appreciate the energy, chat. Give me health, give me health, give me health. Health from you.
Good. Careful with the missile. Cool.
I gained a bit of health and then lost most of it. Oh, neither mage bomb took. That's fun.
Yeah. Okay, get in position.
Oh, that just... Oh, hello.
Oh no.
Oh, that's where I am. Okay.
Okay, try to get back to position, or...
Oh no, this
Oh,
this
now,
attack.
yeah.
All right. Do you want
There
to
was
see my
a
ability
health
to dodge
potion on the right
enemies?
side. There's a health potion behind the
Thank
mech walker.
Oh,
Yeah.
hello! Yay, the mech walker!
And the mech walker walk off. Nice.
Yes! That makes this so much easier. And I died.
Aww.
Okay.
Mech walkers are programmed to try and walk away from you. And every now and then, that kind of just collides with their programming to not walk off ledges.
Yep.
So they just walk off like that. Yeah, it really is a tough final boss. It is definitely a difficult spike compared to the rest of the game.
Yes. Excuse me. Don't mind me coming through. Ow, that's a lot of bullets to the face. We sing when we're stressed. This is how we survive. Come on. No, don't you dare, you absolute bullies. How rude. Alright, we're gonna do old school strats.
Nice, you got it.
There we go.
There we go.
Time is going to come up in a moment here once I go through the portal and the screen goes black. And time.
GG.
Oh. And now, let's see, we got our TV remote back. Is Trifox happy? No. He still doesn't have a TV.
Yeah. We didn't see the opening cutscene, but his TV also got destroyed while they were stealing his remote, so...
Yep. Well, that's Trifox. I'm curious, what is my time? If you happen to know that, Happy?
Yeah, let me grab that for you real quick. So it's a 126.31.
Okay, not bad. I still came under estimate. Not a PB, but you know what? That's fine. That final boss was... He was having a day. He was having a day.
That just happens every now and then.
Yeah, sometimes it just happens. But yeah, this is Trifox, any percent, normal difficulty. It's a fun game. If you want a very challenging speedrun to learn, I do recommend it. Just be warned, it may come at the cost of many, many tears because it is very hard at times. If you want to see me run this again, I'll be running this at Frost Fatales on February 26th, I think? Monday. It's Monday. One of the first runs on Monday. If you want to just check out the Frost schedule, you see it there. I'm also running a rhythm game on Friday night at Frost Fatales, so if you want to check that out, that will be on Friday evening, North American time. And if you want to check me out normally, you can find me at Selcouthmind on Twitch, the Selcouthmind, or Selcouth Speedruns over on YouTube. And Twitter and Instagram are both the Selcouthmind. Beastie, where can people find you?
People can find me over on at Halfbeasty on Twitch, and I don't really maintain any other channels, so...
Thank you for having me. This was a lovely practice warm-up for Frost. I'm feeling much more confident. And as always, really enjoy being on attract mode. Yeah.
Really enjoy this run, and it was fun watching for a little bit tonight. And we are going to be getting some more Trifox at Frost Fatales in... Boy, I think Frost is in less than 10 days. Pretty wild that it is coming up so quickly. Time sure does fly, doesn't it? Well, besides having that showcase of cells to look forward to, our next showcase will be Sunday, February 19th, featuring DVD box set, challenging herself to achieve only perfect days in Cook, Serve, Delicious 2. So get your kung fu ready, and please come join us. It will be a blast. Alright everyone, well, again, it's been wonderful to be with you tonight, and we are looking forward to seeing you next time, and we hope you join us. Have a good night. Bye.